Okay, there it is. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Just turning on the lights and opening the doors on Instagram. We're live on Instagram. Opening the doors on Facebook. Let's go ahead and open the doors for our family on Facebook. Good morning, everyone. We are at another Saturday. It's Saturday, February 15th, 2025, the day after Valentine's Day. Did you all have a great Valentine's Day? A day of love? Valentine's Day, a Galentine's Day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Shamika Cotton. You have tuned in to the Saturday Morning Tap-In. For those who are new here, where we come together every Saturday morning to set some intentions, share some positive and uplifting stories, and then we take time to journal. So go ahead, get your journal, get your pen or paper, whatever you want to write with. And I also invite you to get your candle. Make this moment nice and juicy and intimate. The same way you had a nice, loving day yesterday for Valentine's Day. Let's love on ourselves this morning. It's time for your Saturday morning tap-in. Let's get it.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Good morning, some more 2K3.
Tap in.
Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. Tap,
Tap,
my
tap in.
friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Tap in.
How was your week?
Tap in.
How was your week, my friends?
Tap in.
Tap in. Where did my lighter thingy go? Keep going. I don't know where I put it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you all joining in on Facebook. I see you tuning in on YouTube. Come on in. It's going to be another wonderful Saturday morning tap-in. Time where we take some time to be intentional about our lives that we are creating. Yes. Let's see who else is joining us. Welcome, Hey Blue. What's up, sis? Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. So good to see you here this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. All right, let me get my.
Tap in.
Oh, it's right here. I didn't have to get up. I found it. I like my candle.
Tap in.
Hey, K Blue. Steven, I can't wait to read what you just wrote. Okay, hold on. Let me see it. Hold on. Let me light my candle. Yes, go ahead and put it in the chat, you guys. What are you celebrating
Don't
this
never
week?
stop if you want to be on
What are you
top.
celebrating? What are you grateful for this week? Right? Put something good in the chat.
Tap in.
Put something good in the chat. Be like some more 2K3. Be like Steven.
Tap in.
Yes. Good morning, Dora. Welcome to Saturday morning tap-in. So glad to see you here. Tap in. And we are in. Good morning, Mrs. Gina V. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. It is the day after the day of love. Hopefully love is still flowing wherever you are. And how do we make it so? We just be it. We are love in action. So hopefully yesterday refueled you, inspired you, turned on more love for you to receive, more love for you to share, because that's what we are. We are beings of love. And our duty is to do that, is to be it, to express it in its many, many forms. Love expresses in many forms. So be it, be love in action. Some more 2K says, you had more auditions this week, helping some new actors come along as well as far as their marketing materials. Fantastic. That sounds awesome. Congratulations on your auditions. I know that you enjoyed them, that you took flight and that they were a wonderful gift for you to be able to express your craft. And I know that the teams who received your auditions or saw your auditions or saw your audition tapes, I know that they were blessed by your performance and your contribution. That's what I like to think about my auditions anyway. You know, one, I know that it's a gift to me to be able to work on them, right? Because I'm an actor, I love to act. So I have the opportunity to play the character. But also, I just, set the intention that the creative team is also blessed and inspired by it. So I know that to be true for you as well, Stephen. So congratulations. And that's so great that you're helping people with their marketing materials. That's definitely something that kind of started me. Well, that's something that I did when I early in my career. I used to do the marketing materials for actors. First, I did it for myself, but then I started sharing my gift with others, and I would do their postcards and all kinds of things, press kits and stuff like that. So that's so great that you have that skill set that you're able to share with others. Yes. K Blue, when you get grown, quiet time and brain breaks are like gold. Yes. When you get grown, the things that you appreciate, okay? It's the little things. K Blue says she is grateful for a couple of pockets of quiet time. That's what she's talking about, the pockets of quiet time. Some more 2K says awesome Wednesday service at Bill Winston's online speaking and holding space for abundance. What is that? Bill Winston's. What is that? Tell us more about that, Stephen. You always have some gems for us. I think it was a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. It's all a blur. But Stephen shared with me some amazing books that I had the opportunity to read. One was Abundance Now, and the other book was It Works. So if you have the opportunity to find those books online, I highly recommend reading them. They're just so refreshing. I really enjoyed reading them and engaging with them this week as a part of my spiritual and self-care. I love to have something positive or inspirational to read in the morning, something that reminds me of the abundance, that reminds me of the love that is all around, because so often we can get kind of tunnel vision, or we can get mesmerized really by things happening in the world or in life even. And we forget that really abundance is all around, love is all around, that we have everything that we need inside of us, and that we just have to know how to access it and how to let it out. So today we're going to be doing some powerful affirmations from the book, Creative Visualization by Shakti Gawain. We're going to be doing a few affirmations from here later today. Something that I was inspired to do, a space I wanted to hold with you, and I was hoping that you would hold with me, because that's what Saturday Morning Tapping is about. It's about coming together and holding this space with each other, for each other, right? So with that being said, go ahead, put your intentions down in the chat. What intention would you like to set for today, for this weekend, for next week? What do you want to stir up? What do you want us to hold space and activate today, so that once you leave Saturday Morning Tap-In, you go out there and you're expecting it. And because you are expecting it, you will see it, right? You get what you expect. Did you guys know that? You get what you expect. Whether you know it consciously or subconsciously, you get what you expect. Let's see what you guys are saying here in the chat. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Yes. So for my series regulars out there, please go ahead, greet those folks who are new here. Welcome them, welcome them, welcome them. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and put a number in the chat, a number between 1 and 25. I'm going to just say it, between 1 and 25. Pick a number, and that will be the number that whoever picks the number gets a chance to pick the actual journal prompt that we'll be journaling with or engaging with later today. We're still working our way through 100 Days of Gratefulness. This book is so worn because I've had it inside my purse, inside my luggage. I take it with me wherever I go. But 100 Days of Gratefulness, whoever picks the number between 1 and 25, that will be the person who picks the journal prompt for the day. So you said, I think I sent you this service. They were doing this service where they were holding space for abundance and asked people to believe their debt would be clear this year. I love that. Okay, that's awesome. Can you hold the book up once more? Yes, absolutely. This book, okay, make sure you can see it. Sorry, Creative Visualization by Shakti Gawain. And I'm sure you can find it. You can also find it on Kindle. I think you can even find it at the library at this point. It's a oldie but goodie. But the version that I have, it also comes with a CD with meditations in the back for those who still have CD players. But that's how long I've had this book. Yes, yes, yes. So let's see what we have going in the chat for. Okay. Oh, I love it. Prosperity, creativity, and commitment. Oh, these are some good ones. Let me go ahead and get those started. So make a note of those. Prosperity, creativity, commitment. Yes. Oh, you guys, I have so much that I want to talk about with you all today, and it's really inspiring. And it's inspiring to me because I am reminded of how very powerful we are. You guys, we are so powerful. We are co-creators of our world, co-creators of our life experiences. And once we have an understanding of that and we start to put those principles in action, you can start to experience the good that your heart and your mind dreams of. All right. Yes. So K Blue is saying the intention staying in the heart and not in the head. I love that. That's another powerful intention, staying in the heart. Awesome. Great. Making a note of those for when it's time for us to do our intention setting. So let's just take a moment right now, because I already feel the energy of just love and abundance right here. And speaking on what K Blue said, let's just tap into our heart space. And if you like, you can put your hand over your heart, or you can rest it in your lap. Let's just take a nice cleansing inhale. And exhale. Feel free to let it out with some sound. Your hands over your heart. You can allow yourself just to feel your heart beating. And let's take another cleansing inhale. We inhale. And exhale. And as we exhale, we are remembering to release any tension we may feel in the body. You may feel tension in your toes or in your forehead or in your hips, wherever you feel it. Allow it to leave, allow it to be released on the exhale. Let's take another cleansing and centering inhale. We inhale. And exhale. Let's just take a moment just to sit here and in this space. And know that we are first beings of love. That is who we came into this world as. Beings of love. And feel free to affirm with me, I am love. Let's say it 3 times, so let's do it 2 more times. I am love. I am love. And let's go ahead and take a nice inhale and exhale. Still staying relaxed. enjoying this moment of connecting with our breath. Just feel like do a little twisting out just to get in touch with your body. Because when we take time to breathe, it opens up spaces in our body. All right, let's come back to center. Next, we are going to affirm, I am loving 3 times. I am loving. I am loving. One more time. I am loving. And let's take a nice inhale and exhale. We're getting in touch with the essence of who we are. And just sit with that just for a moment. And now let's do I am lovable 3 times. I am lovable. Put your hand over your heart. I am lovable. I am lovable. Let's take a nice cleansing inhale and let that settle. And exhale. And just sit with that. We are activating one of the most powerful forces in the world, in the universe, love. And we set the intention for this space to be filled with love today. We set the intention to be beings of love, to be love in expression, to be love in action, to receive love, to be a magnet for love. For we know we attract what we put out, and we are sending out so much love. You guys, that was just something. Thank you, K Blue. I think you started that with the just staying in the heart and just feeling this. And also it's probably just the energy of yesterday with so much love, still feeling all of that. So that was really wonderful. So thank you all for holding space with each of us just to activate love, right? 2 of the most powerful words that we can speak is I am. I am. And so not only did we speak 2 of the most powerful words, but we put after that word, after those 2 words, the most powerful force in the universe, and that is love. Mm, mm, mm. All right, you guys. So great. Okay, so some more 2K3 says, it is my intention to live on purpose, to feel, see, and be who I want to show up as in the world. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat. Not in the chat, but in our intentions to live on purpose, to live on purpose. Got it. Copy that. Roger that. So today I wanted to talk to you and share with you guys a story before we do our actual intention setting and do our journaling. I wanted to share with you guys something that I'm grateful for being able to witness, that I've been able to experience. So you all know that I'm really big on journaling, right? Got a whole show on Saturday morning where we talk about the power of journaling and we hold space for journaling. And one thing that I did when I first came to New York, well, not when I first came to New York, I was already journaling, but it would be time for the new year. And I would take that time You know how we do our 300 things list, but I wasn't doing 300 things. But I took my journal and I wrote down what are my goals for the year. And I was a new actor, new to New York, and I'm going to have to find that journal one day, and I want to see where I wrote it. But I do remember writing this. And one thing that I one thing that I wrote in my journal was I wanted to book and work on Law and Order so that people would take me seriously as an actor. For those of you who know me, uh, I went to college for engineering. Now, mind you, I was at a performing arts school before college, so being in the arts wasn't new to me. But before moving to New York, my focus was engineering. And so, in order to be successful, I felt like, okay, I've got to work on Law and Order, and I wrote that down. I wrote down also to be taken seriously as an actor, I need to do regional theater. And those were a couple of things that I wrote in my journal. And what happened was, and cut to, I don't know how many years ago that was that I wrote it. I have since been on, well, there's more than three now, but there was a moment when there were only three Law and Orders where I had already been a Law and Order trifecta, being on all three, which was powerful. And then I have since worked in regional theaters around the US. But the first place that I worked for regional theater was at a theater in Kansas City, KC Rep. And I remember there was a time, it might have been 2009 or 2010, there was a play being done at Lincoln Center, and it was called Brokeology. You guys have heard me talk about Brokeology before, but here's a little bit more of the story behind Brokeology. And so there was a play at Lincoln Center. And at the time, I was looking for plays that I could be in, plays that I could do, roles for Black women. And that there was a role in that play. And so I got the play and I read it. And I remember saying that I want to work on this play one day, right? The play was happening at Lincoln Center. I didn't get a chance to go see it. But at the time, I was in acting classes. And so what I did was I read the play, and then I took one of the scenes from the play into acting class because I really wanted to work on that play. And so I worked on a scene from the play. Cut to, I don't know how long afterwards, I get an email from my representation at the time to say, you have an audition for the play Brokeology. They're going to be doing it in Kansas City. And that was very special because the play took place in Kansas. Kansas City, but the play took place in Kansas. Kansas City, Kansas, I believe, as opposed to Kansas City, Missouri, but they're right next to each other. But I got the opportunity to audition for the production at KC Rep. And as you know, I ended up booking it. And I shared that with you all because I just want you all, welcome the one who loves me, welcome Quiet Storm 95, welcome to Kingford Show. I want to remind you to Kingford Show 843, how important and how powerful it is to write down the things that you want. Write down the things you want to experience. And I could go on and on about the power of writing things down because maybe that's the message that, and not maybe, I know because that has been my experience, That is the message that I am sent to remind you of, right? To remind you and to affirm and to witness. And so many of you who tune in also do it. But for those who are new and have never heard me say this, or those who just happen to stumble upon the Saturday Morning Tap In on this day, you happen to stumble upon the recording of Saturday Morning Tap In. I want to remind you of the power of writing things down, right? And so, why I'm bringing it up today is because yesterday was the opening night for Brokeology again at Kansas City Rep. And I have a friend who is actually in the production. And it's just another powerful example of how when you write down the things you want, when you hold them dear to your heart, right? Those things that you desire, it's not just for you to desire and not to experience it, right? It is for you to desire so that you can bring it into expression, right? So I have a friend, Raphael Sears. He's an actor. Hey, Brees, welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. And so he's an actor. And so I forget how Raphael and I actually met many years ago, but somehow we met, we had a connection. And one day he saw that there was going to be a production of Brokeology in Connecticut. I believe it was going to be done in Connecticut. And he did not have the resources to go to Connecticut. And I was just like, I know how passionate you are about this play. And so I was able to help him get there, right? And so he went, he auditioned for it. He didn't get it, but he had the opportunity to at least embody the role and experience the text at that time, right? We were talking about that with Stephen this morning about how our auditions are opportunities for us to engage with the art, to act, to do that thing that we love. But I always felt that there was something very special about my friend Raphael. And he sent me a thank you card after that. And so let me see, I'm going to put it up on the screen. The thank you card that he sent back in the day. And let's see, I think there it is. Okay, so you can see it on my screen, right? Let me go ahead and just make it a little bit bigger, right? And so that's where he was living at the time. He doesn't live there, so don't try to go find him. He's not there. He's in Kansas right now. But what you are seeing is it is inside of my memory book. And my memory book is where it's a really thick book where I keep special things that are special to me. My line sister Toyette made it for me. I gave her all of my different pieces of memorabilia, and she helped me to put it together in a book. And I put it in the page for Brokeology. As you can see, these were, I don't know, well, you can't see, but the little things at the top of the screen that look like dominoes, that was the marketing for the show that we did back in 2010. And so, but it was always so special. And so it has always been in my memory book. So sometimes when I go through my book, I see it and I remember that moment. I remember Raphael's passion about Brokeology because he is also from Kansas. He just has this amazing story and connection with the story in Brokeology. And so yesterday, they had their opening night. And so I just sent him a message to say congratulations and to have a happy opening. But I said, I've got to talk about that today. I've got to talk about that in today's Saturday morning tap in because I don't know, maybe someone needs to be reminded or to be inspired, whatever dream that you hold in your heart, to know that it is indeed possible. It's possible. And also the power of writing things down, right? So I share that with you all just to remind you of hope, to remind you of what is possible. You guys, what do you guys think about that? Have you all ever had similar experiences where you have written something down and you have experienced it? You have experienced it, right? Where you have this thing that you really, really desire to do, and you get a chance to do it or to experience it or to have it or to be it. But you know that I wrote that down in my journal. I surrounded it with love. So surround your visions and your goals and your dreams with love, right? And since when he went to that audition in Connecticut, he's had, a full life. He's gone on to grad school and graduated grad school, and he's acted at some really wonderful places since then. But it was no coincidence that that desire was in his heart to do that play, because right now he is performing at KC Rep, a very special place for that play. So it's just powerful. Like, it's just powerful. And it's not like he's doing Brokeology somewhere else, right? Like, he's doing it at KC Rep. And I'm just saying, the power of prayer, the power of just the, I guess, positive thinking, law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, this power within us. No coincidence, folks. No coincidence. And this is their first time doing it again since when I did it, right? That tells me that there are things, there are blessings in spiritual escrow for all of you, all of us. Spiritual escrow. Y'all know what that means? It's being held for you, waiting for you. Right? There is good waiting for you for the right and perfect time. The right and perfect time. And the perfect place. Divine order. All right. I feel like we already did the affirmation. I wanted to do some more affirmations, but we can do some more next week because we already did some affirmations with love. Thank you so much. Like I said, K Blue Lash Artist, who kind of kicked us off with that. So let us move forward. Some more 2K3 says the Abundance Book. Right. I call it Abundance Now, right? No, it's called The Abundance Book by John Randolph Price. Exactly. That was the other book. Thank you so much for that. For those who are looking to read those books that I mentioned earlier. It Works, as well as The Abundance Book. Really wonderful books. Thank you again, Stephen, so much for sharing that with me. Yes, K Blue, spiritual escrow. Yes, your prayers are storing up spiritual escrow blessings for you. Don't be discouraged. Keep doing good. Keep enjoying life. Keep praying. Keep putting out that positive energy. It is not for naught, right? Spiritual escrow. All right. So let us see what we have for. So we have the intentions for today: prosperity, creativity, and commitment. Great. We are going to set intentions for that. Staying in the heart and not in the head. We have that. We have live on purpose. Wonderful. Wonderful. Great, great, great. So those will be the intentions that we set for today. So let me just go ahead and get those and put those on the screen. Put those on the screen. And yes, okay, Belina's here. You receive it. Belina, receive that spiritual escrow, sis. Receive it. It's no coincidence that you happen to tune in to catch that. Whatever you've been believing for, it's coming. It's coming. Stay open, stay in light, stay in love, right? You want to stay in love so it knows where to find you. Stay on that high vibration, stay a vibrational match with it. And also from the story, right? What are you preparing for? Prepare for it. That's another point to what to the story I shared. Before I actually booked the show, I had started working on it in class. Now, yes, I'm an actor. So you guys are going to hear a lot of my stories about being an actor, but it still goes for you for your love relationships. It still goes for you for whatever career you're in, for your health. What can you do right now that is preparing you for that which you seek? What can you do right now that is preparing you for that which you seek? And it can be something very small, right? You're looking for a new house. Maybe you got to go buy that keychain to put your key on, right? Saturday morning tap-in is a place where we build up our spiritual escrow, right? We make sure that we keep our vibration high. We radiate that love and light. Spiritual escrow, kindness, spiritual escrow, absolutely. So much, so much. So I'm so glad that I got a chance to share that those stories with you all today. I was like, I know exactly what I'm talking about and tap in today. We're going to talk about this brokology thing that happened with Raphael. So I can't wait to hear how opening night was yesterday. Okay. And the number for today was, this was the number 15. That's number 15. So who got the closest to number 15? Let's see. Da 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 da. Okay, I'm just double checking one more time. It looks like Stephen, you're up, sir. You're going to be picking the number for our journal prompt today. Let me get this up on the screen. Let me get it up for my series regular brethren. Stephen, some more 2K3. Which number, okay, would you like to select? So let me see. Yes, Belina, make a project plan. Yes, write it down. That's where it begins. It all starts with writing it down. Breeze, did I say hi to you already? What's up, Ange1205? Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. Jeremy Benji, welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. God, Source, Universe, what is on the menu today? And said number 5. Number 5 is on the menu. Number 5 is on the menu today. Awesome. Let me go ahead and mark that off. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me get our book ready because we're going to set our intention. And then we are going to go straight into doing our journal prompts. So let me get our book ready. A little turn the page waiting music. Okay. And I tell you, this Saturday morning tap-in, the magic, the miracle, the wonder that surrounds this show, this thing it amazes me. It just really amazes me. I just took a peek at what the journal prompt was. That's okay. It's just like, really, that's the journal prompt? That's the journal prompt. So yes, okay, great. All right, Breeze, I want to make sure I didn't leave you out. All right, you all. So let's just go ahead and just take a moment as we just center ourselves again into this loving and powerful energy that we are in right now. We just heard some Very powerful and inspiring stories and inspiring conversations happening in the chat, reminding us, right? Reminding us about blessings laid up for us in spiritual escrow, right? Those prayers, those intentions that we've been setting, right? They are actually going to return to you what you have spoken, what you have prayed for, right? Remembering this space that we created filled with love, identifying ourselves as love, loving, and lovable. Very powerful force in the universe. That is the attracting power. Love is that force that holds things together. Love is that force that magnetizes and draws things to you, draws good to you, right? So we have an amazing energy that we have already set up. So it is in this space and in this consciousness that we also turn within together, setting the intention for prosperity. Setting the intention for prosperity. Prosperity in our finances, prosperity in our health, prosperity in the words that we speak. Prosperity in our mindset. I am prosperous. I am prosperous. I am prosperous. Remember, I am two of the most powerful words, and whatever you put afterwards, that is who you are, and that is what you attract. Setting the intention for creativity, opening our mind and our hearts for divine inspiration to be expressed in, as, and through us in an abundance of creative ways, avenues, and channels. For we are co-creators. Setting the intention to be committed, taking this time together, reaffirming our commitment to all things good, to all things love, to all things light. Recommitting to those dreams and desires and prayers that we may have given up on. We're recommitting today, saying, nope, we are opening ourselves up. We still believe. I am still committed to receive my good. Setting the intention to stay in this heart space, to live on purpose, to live in our purpose, to walk out our purpose. That is the intention we set today. These are the intentions that we set today. As we go forward in this day and out into the world, today, this week, wherever the soles of our foot or our feet shall step, we bring those intentions with us. We bring our expectation of the fulfillment of those intentions, the fulfillment of our visions and our goals and our dreams that we have written down. We open ourselves up to be able to see, to hear, and to feel, to know, to understand how powerful we are. Setting the intention to use our power in love and wisdom. And so it is. All right. Welcome, Dr. Pulley, welcome to Saturday Morning Tapping. I think this is your first time in Saturday Morning Tapping. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we are now at our journaling portion of Saturday Morning Tapping. Here is the prompt. The prompt today is, what relationship are you thankful for? I'm setting the timer for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. We are journaling. What relationship are you thankful for? The timer has started. Remember, the journal prompt takes you down on the page. Now, you might answer the journal prompt with one word, you know who it is, but feel free. We have just set the atmosphere and filled it with so much love and light. See what else wants to come through you and onto the page, right? Allow this journaling moment to continue to express that good in you. Write it down. And remember, it doesn't have to be grammatically correct, it doesn't have to be neat handwriting. You can write whatever you want to write. It's your journal and it's your business. All right. We have 9 minutes, 28 seconds to go. We are journaling. What relationship? Oh, it says, what relationships are you thankful for? It can be more than one. All right, I'll go ahead and put that up on the page, on the screen. So journal prompt. Boop, boop, boop. There you go. It is up on the screen, and I'm going to go ahead. Hey, Bronx, welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. It's so good to see you here, my love. How are you? We are journaling. Welcome, Sipping Tea with D. Welcome, Blossoming Glimmer 87. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are journaling 8 minutes, 38 seconds to go. What relationships are you thankful for? Let's see what I will write today. Welcome to those who are just joining us. You are joining us at the right time. You are in the right place. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are journaling. All right. And I just think that this prompt is so apropos, also being the day after Valentine's Day. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Hmm. 7 minutes, 5 seconds to go. We are journaling. Just keep your hand moving across the page. You could write, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write over and over. And I promise you, something else will come through. But even if I don't know what to write, is all you write. Right. Hmm. 5 minutes, 23 seconds to go. We are journaling. We're doing so good on time today, you guys. Yay me. Yay us. Mm. 3 minutes, 19 seconds to go. We are journaling. We're almost there. We're almost there, Blossom Glimmer 87. Wow. One minute, 23 seconds to go. We are journaling. 23 seconds. This time goes so fast. All right, we have done it. Okay, I had to get my last little letters out on there. We have journaled. We took the time to allow our mind the freedom of flowing out onto the page for us just to put some things in writing, right? To talk about the relationships that we're thankful for, or wherever the journal prompt took you. Wherever it took you was where you needed to go, right? That's what's so great about Saturday morning tap. And I never know what I'm going to write because I never know what the journal prompt is going to be. But every time, it's always something that I feels like I needed just to write that. I needed to articulate that. I needed to see what I was thinking. Or I love the opportunity to now think about this new thought that I had because of the journal prompt. You guys, I love you all. I really appreciate you all for tuning in every Saturday to tap in and hold this space with me. Feel free to go ahead and put in the chat, what did you get out of today's Saturday morning tap in? Feel free to put it in the comments if you're watching a recording. How did today's Saturday morning tap in bless you? Do you have any new thoughts, new ideas? Were you inspired? Or maybe you want to share something, an aha moment that came to you from your journal prompt. Like I do every Saturday, I will share what I wrote in my journal today. But feel free to share. But remember, you don't have to share. But if you like, this is your space. And we also love just being able to hold space. And you never know what you share might bless someone else. You just never know. All right. So I know there's a slight delay. So I'll give you all a second to see if anyone's going to put anything in the chat. Okay. All right. So I will go first and read what I wrote for my journal prompt. And then we will go on about our intentionally filled and intentionally fueled days that we have created. All right, putting my glasses back on, guys, so I can see what I wrote. What relationships am I thankful for? This just reminded me of a dream I had last night. I dreamt that my manager, Michael, was visiting here with me in my home. And then my agent, Ricky, came over to join us. I don't recall everything that transpired, but I do remember the feeling of it being a good visit, a visit with good news of things percolating. I am so grateful for my team at Buckwald and for my manager and champion, Michael Bruno, a relationship that I know without a doubt that our connection, our relationship is divinely ordered. Who knew that even though I didn't win the competition, God had set me up to win the biggest prize, from judge to my champion. May God continue to bless each agent and their assistants and Michael and all the things that concern them. May their dreams and desires be made manifest for their highest and best good, good health and prosperity. That's what I wrote, y'all. That's what I wrote. That's what I wrote. But for those who don't know, so when I say who knew, what did I write? What did I even write? When I said who knew that even though I didn't win the competition, God set me up for the win and to win the biggest prize. Back in the day, okay, back in my day, I was on a reality show called I Want to Be a Soap Star. And Michael Bruno was one of the judges on the show. And even though I didn't win, I came really close. I was a fan favorite. Okay. Yes, she was. But that experience created this relationship that I have had for many years, over a decade, probably almost going on 2 decades, where Michael became my manager. He believed in my talent so much that he said, you know what? I want to represent her.
I want to help her reach her goals and her dreams. And so I love Michael. I'm grateful for my team and Ricky, who has retired, sending you so much love, so much love, so much love. All right, you guys. Belina says, I love this so much, so very relaxing, right? Y'all, we need something relaxing coming down our timeline. And I'm going to remind you guys, be careful of how much time you spend on your social media platforms. Now, I know I'm on social media. This is my way of connecting as well. But just make sure you treat your mind and your heart first, you know what I mean? Or take some time away to allow some light in, because sometimes the things coming down our timeline can really be triggering or just cause us to feel certain feelings, right? So take control over your feelings. Remember that you are the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes the things, a wise woman once said, Reverend Dr. Johnny Coleman. All right, you guys. So thank you all so much for tuning in to Saturday Morning Tap-In. And I will see you all next week, 9:30 Eastern Time, on Instagram at Shamika Chronicles, Facebook at Shamika Chronicles, and youtube.com/@Shamika Chronicles. All right. Until next time, it is bye for now. Take care.